If you want to speak English more naturally, one of the smartest things you can do is master the most common adverbs. These small words appear everywhere in real conversations, and they quietly change the meaning, tone, and flow of your English. When you understand them well, your speech becomes more precise, more expressive, and much more natural. Today, I'm going to teach you the 16 most common adverbs in English in a way that is clear, practical, and easy to remember. We will not just define them. We will look at how they behave in real sentences, how native speakers use them, and how you can use them to sound more fluent right away. So stay with me, because this lesson is going to make a real difference in your English. And if you enjoy lessons like this, subscribe to Daily English, like this video, and comment the word adverbs below so I know you are learning with me. Let's begin. Before we look at the list, let me make one thing very clear. An adverb is a word that gives more information about a verb, an adjective, another adverb, or sometimes an entire sentence. It can tell us how, when, where, how often, or to what degree something happens. For example, she speaks clearly. He arrived early. They worked hard. I am very tired. In each sentence, the adverb gives the sentence more detail. Now, let's move into the 16 most common adverbs and learn them in a natural way. 1. Very. Very is one of the most common adverbs in English. It shows a high degree or strong intensity. Examples: I am very happy. That movie was very interesting. She speaks very clearly. Very is simple, but it is powerful. It is often used with adjectives and other adverbs, not usually with verbs directly. You would say, he is very smart. Not, he very is smart. A useful fluency tip: if you use very too often, your English can sound repetitive. In stronger English, you can sometimes choose more precise alternatives like extremely, highly, deeply, or really, depending on the context. 2. Really. Really is extremely common in both spoken and written English. It can show intensity, truth, or emphasis. Examples: I really need a break. She really likes the song. That was really kind of you. Really often sounds a little more conversational than very. It is also used to express surprise or strong feeling. For example, I really didn't expect that. Do you really mean it? 3. Well. Well is one of the most important adverbs in English. It can mean in a good way, and it often describes how something is done. Examples: she sings well. He did well in the interview. You explained that very well. Well is also used in conversation as a discourse marker. For example, well, I think we should wait. Well, that is a difficult question. That second use is very natural in spoken English. It gives you time to think and helps you sound more fluent. 4. Just. Just is a very flexible adverb. It can mean only exactly a moment ago, or simply. Examples: I just want some water. That is just what I needed. She just left the room. I was just thinking about you. Just is one of those words that appears constantly in everyday speech. It often makes a sentence sound softer or more natural. For example, I'm just checking something. Could you just wait a second? 5. Still. Still means that something continues or has not changed. Examples: she still lives in the same house. I still remember that day. They're still waiting for the result. Still is very useful because it shows continuity. A strong point to remember. Still equals continues. Not the same as yet, which is often used in questions and negatives. For example, I still don't understand. Have you finished yet? 6. Already. Already means something happened earlier than expected or before now. Examples: I have already finished my homework. She already knows the answer. They already left. Already is especially common in present perfect sentences. Example: I've already seen that film. It helps you show that the action is complete sooner than expected. 7. Yet. Yet is often used in questions and negatives to talk about something expected, but not completed. Examples: Have you eaten yet? I haven't finished yet. has the bus arrived yet? Yet is a very common adverb in everyday English, and it often appears at the end of a sentence. For example, I'm not ready yet. The results are not available yet. 8. Often. Often means frequently or many times. Examples. I often go for a walk after dinner. She often studies late at night. We often meet on weekends. This adverb is useful for routines and repeated actions. A pronunciation tip. Some speakers say the T very lightly or not strongly at all, so it may sound like often. But in careful speech, the full pronunciation is also fine. 9. Always. Always means every time or all the time. Examples. He is always early. I always drink tea in the morning. She always helps her friends. Always is a strong frequency adverb. It suggests something happens every time or almost every time. For example, you should always check your work. That habit always makes a difference. 10. Never. Never means not at any time. Examples. I never eat breakfast late. She never gives up. They never miss class. Never is a very strong adverb because it gives complete negative frequency. For example, he never complains. We never forget our teacher. This word is especially useful in both speaking and writing when you want a clear negative idea. 11. Sometimes. Sometimes means on some occasions, but not always. Examples. I sometimes work from home. She sometimes visits her grandparents. We sometimes forget small details. Sometimes is very useful because real life is not always absolute. This adverb helps you describe habits more accurately. 12. Usually. Usually means in most cases or generally. Examples. I usually wake up at 6. She usually takes the bus. They usually eat dinner together. Usually is excellent for describing routines without sounding too rigid. For example, I usually study in the evening, but sometimes I study in the morning. That sounds very natural and realistic. 13. Early. Early means before the expected time. Examples. I arrived early. She woke up early. They finished the meeting early. Early can describe time in a very practical way. For example, the train left early. We should leave early to avoid traffic. 14. Late. Late means after the expected time or beyond the usual time. Examples. He arrived late. She stayed up late. The delivery came late. Late is often used when talking about schedules, routines, and deadlines. For example, I was late for class. They worked late into the night. 15. Hard. Hard can mean with a lot of effort or in a difficult way. Examples. She worked hard for her success. He tried hard to finish the task. They studied hard before the exam. Hard is a very useful adverb because it shows effort and determination. This is not the same as hardly, which has a very different meaning. Hardly means almost not. For example, I hardly slept last night. That difference is very important. 16. Often repeated. Really, very, just, still, yet, always, never, sometimes, usually, early, late, well, hard, already, often, and probably. Now I want to add one more point. In many real lessons, teachers talk about common adverbs as a fixed list, but in actual English, some of the most frequent adverbs are even broader words like probably, maybe, quickly, slowly, and now. However, the 16 words we covered today are among the most useful because they appear constantly in everyday speech, academic writing, and IELTS-style English. Let me give you a few more important examples with natural flow. Probably. I will probably stay home tonight. She is probably busy right now. Maybe. Maybe we should wait. Maybe I'll call her later. Quickly. He answered quickly. Please respond quickly. Slowly. She spoke slowly. The car moved slowly through the traffic. Now. I need to leave now. Now I understand the problem. These are also extremely common, and if you want to become fluent, you should learn them as part of your daily speaking habit. Practical use. Here is the most important advice I can give you about adverbs. Do not only memorize their meanings. Learn where they usually appear in a sentence. For example, before an adjective, very good, really tired, extremely important. After a verb, speak clearly, work hard, arrive early. At the end of a sentence, finished already, waiting yet, left just now. At the beginning of a sentence, usually I study at night. Sometimes I work late. This is how adverbs become part of your active English. Now, let me give you a realistic learner example. A student named Jonas wants to improve his speaking for an interview. At first, he says things like, I am very, very interested, and I work hard. His teacher helps him see that adverbs need balance and natural placement. Soon he begins saying, I usually prepare carefully. I really enjoy learning new skills. I have already completed the task. I still want to improve. That sounds far more fluent and confident. That is the power of adverbs. Here are 3 advanced tips that many learners do not hear enough. First, do not overuse very. It is useful, but if every sentence contains very, your English sounds basic. Try to replace it sometimes with more precise language. Second, listen to how adverbs change sentence rhythm. Words like just, already, still, and really are often weakly pronounced in fast speech. Hearing them correctly will improve your listening. Third, use adverbs to shape your meaning, not just decorate your sentence. A good adverb should tell the listener something useful. If it does not add meaning, leave it out. That is a simple but powerful rule. If this lesson is helping you, please like the video, subscribe to Daily English, and comment 1 sentence using one of today's adverbs. I would love to see your examples. Let's review the main idea. Very, really, well, just, still, already, yet, often, always, never, sometimes, usually, early, late, and hard are some of the most important adverbs in English. These words appear in real conversations every day, and when you use them correctly, your English sounds more natural, more flexible, and more complete. Remember, fluency is not about using complicated words all the time. It is about using common words well. Keep practicing. Keep listening. Keep speaking. And keep learning the small words that make a big difference. I'll see you in the next lesson.